Hello guys, what's up? Welcome to one more video here in the channel. In this video, I'll talk to you guys how I became a Scrum Master. Actually talk to you guys a little bit more my past, like what I used to do in the IT area and how I was able to work as a Scrum Master, and also to cover a little bit more with you guys what a Scrum Master does indeed, because for many people they think Scrum Master, especially the developers, has this feeling that Scrum Master doesn't do nothing in the daily basis work. So in this video I will cover to you guys a little bit more what is the daily basis of a Scrum Master. Okay, so let's go for the video. So guys, in this video I would like to talk with you a little bit more how I was able to achieve the Scrum Master position and cover a little bit more about my past and my previous experience, and then I just give some heads up for you guys what's about to be a Scrum Master based on the daily basis activities. Okay, so guys, I'll start like when I was around 17 to 16 years old, and then I got my first job as IT support technician in a IT store. So basically every day I was in charge of like receive some customers and understand their problem and then fix their computer. So basically doing some new install of Windows, macOS, Linux, etc., giving support to them, making some upgrades and selling some products on the store. And that was like how I get into IT basically. But like since I was a young guy, like a teenager, I always like computers, I always like video games, etc. But back then, like to afford a computer, it was very expensive, so I didn't have the money to afford it. So basically when I went to my cousins and to my aunt's house, I used to play on their computers a lot, because back in the time I didn't have a computer, so it was a little bit more difficult for me to get in touch with a computer. So that's why all the time that I used to visit their house, I used to play in their computers and then explore a little bit more. And then I got my first computer when I was on the college. I was like almost 17 years old, so that was my first computer that I ever got. It was a very old computer, AMD something, I forgot the name now of the processor. It was Windows 9.7. My goodness, old times. And then since this time on, I started to enjoy more and more the computer stuffs, and then I started to study, and then got this job that I just told you guys with computer support technician. And then I started to study IT technician, and then I joined to the Brazilian Air Force with 19 years old, and then I spent 8 years on there. My goal before was to become a military, to follow the career. It didn't work out. It's a long history, but like for the video purpose it didn't work out. But like in these 8 years that I was there, a part of the military's activities, I also work in the IT areas in the Brazilian Air Force, the base that I was located with. So on this time that I was working in the Air Force, basically I was involved with the support and network part, like the infrastructure part. So I took care of all the servers that they have, installing Windows Server, to make some cable management on the server, to connect, to fix printers, to fix computers, to install it for the new users, to install Windows, Mac and Linux, etc. So basically all the support stuffs that you do on daily basis, work as a IT support technician. And then I gained some experience about the network, about servers, about Linux especially, and then that was from where I have started to work with. And then after I moved to England in 2017 to 2018, my English improved like a lot, because I was studying English, but it was not that good at the time. And then once I came back from England, my English was very good at the time, compared to the other candidates back in the time. So I got an opportunity to work as a business analyst. So that was the first real job that I got apart from being an IT support technician. So they gave me the opportunity because like most of the guys that they did the interview didn't have a good English at the time. They have like enough experience, they were already graduated, but they didn't have English to work on the daily basis, because it was to work for Johnson & Johnson. That's a pretty large company that's based in my city in Brazil. The Brasilia factory is based in my city, from where I come from. And then they were searching for a guy to work with like some kind of infrastructure support, etc. But this position needed, and it was requested to speak English. So that's why I got this position. So on this first job that I got as a business analyst, I was included in an environment in Johnson & Johnson that was agile based. So like everybody was used to use Scrum, and everybody was working in agile environment, etc. So that was the first contact that I got with Scrum and agile methodology in like a huge company, because all my past experience was based in support and also in the military area. So like it was totally different from a normal business environment. So for me it was like a very, very good time to learn. I spent there 2.5 years. Like I learned a lot back in this time. So I had to study about Scrum, I had to study about cloud systems, a little bit more related to DevOps, etc. How to deploy a server, how to fix server, how to migrate some application from one server to another. So I did a mix of positions there. It was more related to the infrastructure activities, but also I had to do some management, because I worked for a team that was based in Mexico and in Colombia. So I had to work with these teams and to support them installing this new application inside of the Johnson & Johnson servers. So for that, because they were based in another country, another location, I had to figure out what was the best time, how they would do that, and I had to make a plan since the beginning of the project, like to plan how they would be doing that and follow up with them until the deployment of this new application inside of Johnson & Johnson environment and service. So from that I learned a little bit more about the PO role. So I have to study a little bit more what was the daily basis of a PO, how to deal with the stakeholders, how to deal with the business, understand their requirements, what is the business want from the development team, from the company that provide this kind of software for Johnson & Johnson. So from there that I got a little bit more of experience in how to work with this whole as a PO. And then I studied a lot about this position, and like I like it a lot. I was kind of want to become a developer because I was finished my university as a software developer. So I was studying to become a front end with JavaScript developer. But then this position just got me, and then I start to work as a PO, and I was stick with this position, work and get experience. And then when I realized I was already a PO, I put aside all the support and infrastructure position and roles that I have been working in the past, and then I assumed 100% the position as a PO in another project on the same company. I left Johnson & Johnson and started to work for another company that was called Jefferies, that is an American financial company. And then that was like the first role that I got as a PO. And from there, I understood everything that was related with a PO position. So I learned how to work and to manage the developers, how to work and to manage our sprint, how to create backlog items. I learned how to work with Jira, how to create projects and manage your project inside of Jira. And then that was my first experience work with these tools. So also I had to learn it by myself. I did some courses, I studied, like I did a lot of Udemy courses to understand a little bit more the basics of Jira and the basics of PO. And then I got a first certification as a Scrum Master from Scrum from Scrum Academy actually. And then I started to understand a little bit more about Scrum and apply it for the environment that I was work with. From this position on, I got another position that was the Portugal one to work as a PO. So from this company, I learned a lot about the PO position. I was already very used to work in the Scrum environment, so an opportunity to work as a Scrum Master appeared, and as I already have a good knowledge how to work with all of these tools, all these technologies, and all related with Scrum, I decided to take this opportunity. So like that is like just a very short covering of my previous experience and how I was able to achieve this Scrum Master position. But basically, guys, what a Scrum Master does on a daily basis, you need to be the guy that work together with the PO, the product owner, that is the guy that deal with the business. The PO going to get all the requirements, all the requests from the business people, the guys that use the software on the daily basis on the company. And then, for example, they need a new feature to do some things that they would like to have on the system, and the system doesn't have it yet. So that the product owner will understand the requirements from the business people and translate it into some requirements and some backlog items for the developers people to create it within a Scrum environment, so within a sprint. So the Scrum Master role is like to work together with the product owner and with the developers to make sure they are following all the instructions from the Scrum framework. So I need to make sure that they are like making all the ceremonies correctly, doing the planning correctly. If the team has a well-balanced environment for the developers, every developer is getting like the right quantity of story points and the right work balance for them they don't feel overloaded with a lot of tasks to complete, and then they are not able to deliver it in the end of the sprint. Also, I need to like create and set up all the meetings to be there to make sure that everything is working properly. I need to help the developers if they have any blockers or any impediments in the way, to make like a safe and agile environment to the Scrum team to work together. So basically that's it, the main goal of the Scrum Master. But the problem is because like every company follows the Scrum different. So like not all the companies going to follow the Scrum exactly 100% as it is described on the Scrum guide. So that is why the Scrum Master needs to be there on that position to bring the team together, to follow what is the Scrum guide requires, and make sure that everybody is working on an agile environment in the Scrum within the Scrum framework, and follow what is being requested there. Okay, so basically that's an overview what a Scrum Master does. In like my previous experience, how I was able to achieve this position. That was like a very short version of that. There were much more to talk and to cover about, but for the sake of the video, for don't be a very long video, if you have any questions and would like to know more about it, more about my experience, please leave here down in the comment section. I hope you guys like this video. If you would want to see something different, just provide me some ideas here on this comment section as well. Okay, and for you guys that speak Portuguese, I have a Portuguese channel based with technology stuff. That is my main goal for this channel as well. So if you speak Portuguese, go check this out. I will leave here the link for my Portuguese channel here. Also, if you want to connect with me on my LinkedIn and want to chat a little bit more and would like to get to know something, just text me on my LinkedIn, and I see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.